me, Nicholas with the Backyard TARDIS here, and I am about to do a reaction to Epic Rap Battles of History, Indiana Jones versus Lara Croft. These are two characters that I love. I'm a huge fan of Epic Rap Battles of History, and I watch a lot of reactions to it. I've just recently figured out how on my phone to do edited reactions. I'm not perfect at it. I am not very good at editing. I do all of this from a cell phone. So, and it's, a 6-year-old cell phone at that. But I'm excited to do this. Who do you think you win? I like both, but honestly, I think if the lines are there, like, Indy should win this. Like, he's the gold standard. And prediction. Is Nathan Drake going to cameo? Because a lot of times they'll do two people battling and then the third round. And I imagine if they do that, Nathan Drake would come in and kill it. And they've been getting a lot of celebrities on previous ones. I could see Drake being played by Fillion. Because he's always had an affinity for the character. He's a favorite fan cast of the character. He did that fan film a few years back. I could totally see them getting him to come in. These are just wild predictions. I am looking forward to this. So without further ado, let's go. And always watch the original first. I'll put a link down in the description. But watch it first before you watch me. Get the full experience. Okay, let's get started. Rap Battles of History. LARA CROFT versus Indiana Jones. Oh, this is going to be epic.
Let's get this battle cracking. I'll leave you like a reboot. Flattened used to be the queen of booby trapping. What happened? You got too woke to be fun. Now my Indiana kinda don't want none. Too many voices beside you. You burn through women quicker than I do. I think you should have dropped Hollywood as an option. When even Angelina gave you up for adoption.
Ooh, that's a burn.
Oh wait, he died. I guess you couldn't tap the attics and tie in the bandicoot to your family's playing in asses, kid. You got a tragic history of a crash. Puzzle I'm trying to beat is figuring out why you're dressed for the
Ooh,
beat.
she looks like LARA CROFT.
You can rise all you want, now I'm still out of reach. So go grab your relics and run. You versus me is sword versus gun.
Oh yeah, that epic moment.
Exceed everything you've done.
Dr. Jones, you're no rival. You've been getting owned
Nice
since. Give me
accent.
the whip, throw me the idol. Indiana Conda, for heaven's sake, you'd shit those dickies at a garter snake. Stole a famous leather jacket and Stetson from the cold dead hands of Charlton Heston. Some ladies mistake you for brave and hunky, but you're such a toxic date you could kill a little monkey. Marion is 15 when you raided her bones. There's no time for love, Dr. Jones. This is one temple that you'll never be exploring. You're not John Williams, so you ain't scoring. 3 decades in the game and my fans
that's a
still
nice
adore
one.
me. You tried alien skulls
See
and
the
chose
switch to
poorly.
now the more modern look?
Blown up on a sitcom. There's a big bang you can't hide in the fridge frog. Hang up the whip before you crack a hip. I think even Mutt wants you to quit. Just do it. Uncle Dinosaurs for fun. Was another old
Mutt.
geezer.
Low-hanging fruit there, Laura.
In the freezer.
Dinosaurs belong in a museum. I've been served a full course meal at you.
No.
They don't even
I
kill
agree
as
with
many
Laura
animals
with
as
that.
You do. You're corrupting the youth. They should be outside, not trying to unload the barrels on your thighs. You might have ditched those pistols akimbo, but you're still the same rich backflipping bimbo of rap with a treasure map to catastrophe stuff in your knapsack with innocent casualties. Square Enix didn't watch anymore. That's why they dropped you like a J in the floor. When they designed a core,
well, that's not fully true.
In a bit of girls Polygon Wild. You took 3D to uncharted territory. Now you're just in uncharted
Nathan Drake.
territory.
Who's he gonna step in?
Well, wait. Somebody needs to make a tune for your old game.
If you want to talk
good
game
one.
sector, sorry. That verse was worse than your crap on Atari. Oh, thinks he's tough. You must have gotten drive behind
Atari.
too many trucks. So strap some blocks and short rounds and pump the brakes. The only
It's an
overshadow
awful
piece
game.
that face. I'm whooping you so bad I should get flagged for cheating. Like mull around with a heart and he's taking a beating. I'm the first wet dream gamers ever had. You're a Halloween costume for out of shape dads. My bad. Your dad was never present. At best, the affection you got was sloppy seconds. You ditched your sidekick, never met your own kid. Cause his mum cut you off like a rope bridge. You're a dog, Indiana, that's fact. The only thing you're loyal to is a hat, no cap. Your face straight
Based
melted
on a
and your
dog.
mouth that smolders. So make like a boulder and roll your ass over. Cause Junior, the baby boomer beating me at rapping, that's like my new code. Never gonna happen.
Oh my goodness. Oh wow. The battles of history. Okay. So, what did I think of that? Okay. That is a tough call. There were some good burns. Okay, Mutt was a low-hanging fruit. The whole thing about Square Enix selling that's because Square Enix wanted to get acquired, and they were too big of a company, so they had to take their biggest IP and studio, Eidos, and separate them off so that they could make themselves acquirable. Not because Lara Croft was something they wanted to get rid of. It was because she was too valuable. But yes, it's always is she the first lady of gaming? Is Peach? Is Metroid? Samus, Zelda? But definitely the first lady of PlayStation is Lara Croft. And boy, some of those jokes they made. She definitely, I remember when I was in school, like that was always the big rumor. Oh, the cheat codes which don't exist. Like they didn't see some naked PlayStation polygon thing, but that was what all the kids were like obsessed with. Which you look back at those graphics and you just go, okay, boys, what are you into? But yeah, so this is interesting. I really thought Nathan Drake was going to appear because it's like Nathan Drake is a male version of Tomb Raider, of Lara Croft, who is a male version of Indiana Jones. I mean, a female version of Indiana. So it's like back. And but I love the like kind of temple adventuring. But I have to say, I like the "it belongs in a museum" line, but he's talking about dinosaurs. And dinosaurs are way cooler when they're alive than when they're in a museum. And Lara Croft fought one with pistols. She fought a T-Rex. And that's... Indy's done a lot of cool stuff. I love the Indiana Jones movies. Short Round, one of my favorite characters of all time in cinema. But, Indiana Jones didn't fight a T-Rex with pistols and win. But, and the reference to the Atari game, that was a really good burn. I've not played that game. Watched the Angry Video Game Nerd, AVGN, video on that. That thing looks awful. Which most games on the Atari were awful, especially if they were some sort of licensed game. Like, if the game was made with the idea of, like, how can we push the boundaries of Atari and what can we do, when they created stuff like Pong and stuff. But the moment they tried to be like, oh, here's a movie license, let's just make a character that kind of looks like them move across the screen. Truly a ton of awful games got shoveled out with that, which was always the case, but I feel like in the Super Nintendo Genesis area, they got better about that. But there's some bad Indiana Jones games during that stuff. Salty Nerd, he's played some of those like old PC ones on his computer, streamed those, and I enjoyed that. But yeah, I gotta love Indiana Jones, but I don't know. I'm thinking I'm giving this one to Lara Croft. Laura just had the accent was amazing. She embodied the character better, and she just had some really good burns. Although, when she dissed, when she brought up Mutt, and they had that cameo, but when she dissed his dad, there should have been a Sean Connery rebuttal, in my opinion. But what a fun battle! What a fun battle! It's cool when I like both characters, because when you only like one, and especially if they don't perform well, then it can be a downer. But when you know both characters and you know them so well that this is my first time doing an epic rap battle reaction, because this is the first one that's come out since I've figured out how to work this with a camera. Provided I don't get copyright struck down, whatever, they can claim it all they want. They deserve, because this is well put, they deserve any of the monetization. But would you want me to do more of these? Would you be interested in seeing me do ones that I've already seen and just talk about them? Let me know down in the comments below.